Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm Mark, and this is English Unleashed for All. Today I want to share something special with you, something that can truly change your life. Have you ever started something new with big excitement, but after a few days or weeks you stopped? Maybe you wanted to exercise every day, but you quit. Maybe you wanted to learn English every day, but you gave up. Maybe you wanted to eat healthy food, but you went back to junk food. Why does this happen? Why is change so hard? Why can't we stick to good habits? Well, my friend, today I have answers for you. Today I will tell you about a book that explains exactly how to build good habits and break bad habits. The book is called Atomic Habits, and it was written by James Clear. This book has sold millions of copies around the world. It has helped millions of people change their lives. And today, I will explain all the main ideas to you in slow, simple English. You don't need to read the original book. The original book has difficult words and complex sentences, but I will make it easy for you. I will speak clearly. I will use simple words. I will give you examples you can understand. By the end of this episode, you will know exactly how to build any habit you want. You will understand why you fail and how to succeed. You will have a clear plan to change your life starting today. So stay with me. Listen carefully. And let's begin this journey together. First, let me ask you a question. What is a habit? A habit is something you do again and again without thinking. You do it automatically. Your brain does it without effort. For example, brushing your teeth is a habit. You don't think about it. You just do it every morning and every night. Checking your phone is a habit. You do it without planning. Your hand just reaches for the phone. Some habits are good. Some habits are bad. Good habits make your life better. Bad habits make your life worse. James Clear says that your life today is basically the sum of your habits. Think about that. The sum of your habits. Everything you are right now, your health, your knowledge, your happiness, your success, all of it comes from your daily habits. If you have good habits, you will have a good life. If you have bad habits, you will struggle. It's that simple. Now, here's the problem. Most people try to change their lives by setting big goals. They say, I want to lose 20 kilograms. I want to become fluent in English. I want to become rich. These are goals, big goals, and goals are good. But James Clear says that goals are not enough. In fact, focusing only on goals can actually make you fail. Why? Why? Let me explain. Imagine two people. Both want to lose weight. Both have the same goal, lose 20 kilograms. One person focuses only on the goal. Every day, they think, I must lose 20 kilograms. They feel pressure. They feel stressed. And when they don't see fast results, they give up. The other person forgets about the goal. Instead, they focus on building small habits. They create a habit of walking 15 minutes every day. They create a habit of eating vegetables with every meal. They create a habit of drinking water instead of soda. They don't think about losing 20 kilograms. They just follow their small habits every single day. And guess what happens? After 6 months, they step on the scale. They lost 20 kilograms. They achieve the goal without obsessing over it. This is the power of habits. James Clear says, you do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. Your systems are your habits, your daily routines, your small actions. So forget about goals for a moment. Let's talk about how to build powerful habits that will carry you to success automatically. James Clear teaches something very important. He calls it the 1% rule. Listen carefully because this idea is life-changing. The 1% rule says this: if you get 1% better every single day after 1 year, you will be 37 times better. Let me say that again. 1% better every day equals 37 times better after 1 year. That sounds impossible, right? But it's true. It's mathematics. Here's how it works. Imagine you are at level 1 today. Tomorrow, you improve by just 1%. Now you're at 1.01. The next day, another 1%. Now you're at 1.0201. Every day you build on top of yesterday. This is called compound growth. Small improvements multiply over time. Just like money in a bank account grows with compound interest, your habits compound and grow. But here's the opposite side. If you get 1% worse every day, if you skip your good habits, if you choose bad habits, after 1 year, you will be almost at 0. You will be 97% worse than when you started. 1% seems like nothing. It's so small you can barely see it. If you read for 15 minutes today, you won't suddenly become smart. If you exercise for 10 minutes today, you won't suddenly have muscles. If you study English for 20 minutes today, you won't suddenly become fluent. But if you do it every day for 1 year, everything changes. The results become visible. They become powerful. They become permanent. Most people give up because they don't see results immediately. They try for 1 week, 2 weeks, maybe 1 month. Nothing changes. So they quit. But James Clear says there is something called the Valley of Disappointment. Let me explain what this means. When you start a new habit, you work hard but you don't see results. You feel disappointed. You feel like nothing is happening. This is the valley, the low point. Most people quit in the valley. They think, this doesn't work, I'm wasting my time. But if you keep going, if you keep doing your habit every single day, suddenly you will break through. Results will appear. Change will happen. Success will come. It's like ice melting. Imagine ice in a room. The room is very cold, -10 degrees. You start warming the room. -9 degrees. The ice doesn't melt. -8 degrees. Still no change. -7, -6, -5. Nothing happens. You might think warming the room doesn't work, but you keep going. -4, -3, -2, -1. Still ice. Then 0 degrees. And suddenly, the ice starts melting. Change happens. Habits work the same way. You must keep going, even when you don't see results. Trust the process. Trust the compound effect. Now let me tell you exactly how habits work. James Clear explains that every habit has 4 steps. He calls this the 4 laws of behavior change. If you understand these 4 steps, you can build any habit you want. The 4 steps are cue, craving, response, and reward. Let me explain each one with a simple example. Step 1 is the cue. The cue is the trigger. It's the thing that starts the habit. It tells your brain, do this action now. For example, you see your phone on the table. That's the cue. Or you smell coffee. That's a cue. Or you feel bored. That's a cue. Step 2 is craving. Craving is the motivation. It's the desire. You want something. When you see your phone, you crave entertainment or connection. When you smell coffee, you crave the taste and the energy. When you feel bored, you crave stimulation. Step 3 is response. Response is the actual habit, the action you take. You pick up your phone. You make coffee. You turn on the TV. This is what you do. Step 4 is reward. Reward is what you get from the action. When you check your phone, you feel entertained. When you drink coffee, you feel energized. When you watch TV, you feel less bored. The reward satisfies your craving. These 4 steps happen very fast. Usually, you don't even notice them. They become automatic. This is why habits are so powerful. Your brain learns to do them without thinking. Now, James Clear says, if you want to build a good habit, you must make these 4 steps easy. And if you want to break a bad habit, you must make these 4 steps hard. Let me give you the 4 laws for building good habits. Write these down. Remember them. Use them. Law number 1, make it obvious. Law number 2, make it attractive. Law number 3, make it easy. Law number 4, make it satisfying. These 4 laws will help you build any habit. Let me explain each law carefully with examples you can use today. Law number 1, make it obvious. This means make the cue very clear, very visible. Put it right in front of your eyes. If you want to build a habit, don't hide the cue. Show it to yourself. For example, let's say you want to drink more water every day. What should you do? Fill a large bottle with water every morning. Put it on your desk where you can always see it. Every time you look at your desk, you see the water. That's the cue. It reminds you to drink. Or maybe you want to read more books. Put a book on your pillow. When you go to bed at night, you see the book. The cue is obvious. You remember to read. Maybe you want to exercise in the morning. Put your exercise clothes next to your bed. When you wake up, you see them immediately. The cue is right there. You are more likely to exercise. James Clear calls this environment design. You design your environment to make good habits obvious. You fill your environment with cues that remind you to do good things. Now, think about bad habits. How can you break them? Make the cue invisible. Hide it. Remove it from your environment. If you want to stop eating junk food, don't buy it. If it's not in your house, you can't see it. No cue means no habit. If you want to stop wasting time on your phone, put your phone in another room when you work or study. If you can't see it, you won't pick it up. Make the bad cue invisible. Let me give you a powerful technique. James Clear calls it habit stacking. Habit stacking means you connect a new habit to an existing habit. You use an old habit as the cue for a new habit. The formula is simple. After I do existing habit, I will do new habit. Let me give you examples. After I pour my morning coffee, I will write down 3 things I'm grateful for. After I sit down for lunch, I will put away my phone. After I brush my teeth at night, I will read 1 page of a book. You see how this works? You already have existing habits. You do them every day, automatically. Now you just add a new small habit right after. The existing habit becomes the cue. This makes the new habit obvious and easy to remember. I use habit stacking myself. After I finish breakfast, I study English for 10 minutes. After I close my laptop at the end of work, I do 20 push-ups. After I turn off the lights to sleep, I think about 3 good things that happened today. Try habit stacking. It's one of the most effective techniques in the whole book. Now let's talk about law number 2. Make it attractive. This means make the habit appealing. Make it something you want to do, not something you force yourself to do. The more attractive a habit is, the more likely you will do it. But how do you make a habit attractive? James Clear teaches a technique called temptation bundling. Temptation bundling means you pair something you need to do with something you want to do. You bundle them together. For example, let's say you need to exercise, but you love watching your favorite TV show. Bundle them together. Only watch your favorite show while you exercise. If you want to watch the show, you must exercise. Now, exercise becomes attractive because you get entertainment at the same time. Or maybe you need to study English, but you love drinking your favorite coffee. Bundle them. Only drink your special coffee while studying English. Now studying becomes more attractive. Another way to make habits attractive is to join a group. Join a community where the habit is normal. If you want to exercise more, join a running group. When you see other people running, you want to run too. If you want to read more, join a book club. When others talk about books, you feel motivated to read. Humans are social creatures. We copy the people around us. If everyone around you has good habits, you will naturally develop good habits too. This is why your environment and your friends matter so much. Now let's move to law number 3. Make it easy. This is probably the most important law. Most people fail because they make habits too difficult. They try to do too much too fast. James Clear says, forget about perfection. Forget about doing something amazing. Just make it so easy that you cannot say no. Make it so small that it feels almost silly. He teaches something called the 2-minute rule. The 2-minute rule says this. When you start a new habit, it should take less than 2 minutes to do. 2 minutes. That's all. You want to read more? Don't say I will read for 1 hour. That's too hard. Instead say, I will read 1 page. 1 page takes less than 2 minutes. You want to exercise? Don't say I will work out for 45 minutes. Instead say, I will do 10 jumping jacks. That takes less than 2 minutes. You want to meditate? Don't say I will meditate for 30 minutes. Instead say, I will take 3 deep breaths. Less than 2 minutes. This sounds too simple, right? You might think, reading 1 page won't make me smarter. Doing 10 jumping jacks won't make me fit. But remember, you're not trying to finish. You're trying to start. You're trying to build the habit of showing up. James Clear says the most important thing is repetition, not perfection. Show up every day. Do the 2-minute version. After you do it for many days, it becomes easy. It becomes automatic. Then you can do more. But first, build the habit of starting. I'll tell you something personal. I wanted to start exercising, but I always quit. Then, I used the 2-minute rule. I told myself, just put on exercise clothes. That's all. Just put them on. It took less than 2 minutes. I did this every morning. After 1 week, putting on exercise clothes became automatic. And you know what? Once I had the clothes on, I thought, well, I'm already dressed. I might as well exercise for 5 minutes. 5 minutes became 10 minutes. 10 minutes became 20 minutes. Now, I exercise 30 minutes every day. But I started with just putting on the clothes. Make the first step so easy, you cannot fail. This is the key to building lasting habits. Another way to make habits easy is to reduce friction. Friction means obstacles, things that make the habit harder to do. If there are many obstacles, you won't do the habit. So remove the obstacles. For example, if you want to eat healthy breakfast, prepare it the night before. Put fruit on the counter. Put oatmeal in a bowl ready to cook. In the morning, there's no friction. Everything is ready. You just eat. If you want to practice guitar, don't keep your guitar in the closet. Put it on a stand in your living room. When you see it, you can just pick it up and play. No friction. Now think about bad habits. How do you break them? Add friction. Make them hard to do. If you want to stop watching too much TV, unplug the TV after each use. Put the remote in a drawer in another room. Now, to watch TV, you must walk to another room. Get the remote, walk back, plug in the TV. That's a lot of friction. You probably won't do it. If you want to stop checking social media, log out of all your accounts. Delete the apps from your phone. Now, to check social media, you must reinstall the app and log in again. That's friction. Reduce friction for good habits. Increase friction for bad habits. Your environment shapes your behavior. Now let's talk about law number 4. Make it satisfying. This law is about the reward. Remember, every habit has a reward at the end. The reward is what makes you want to do the habit again. The problem is this. Good habits usually have delayed rewards. You exercise today, but you don't see muscles today. You study English today, but you're not fluent today. The rewards come much later, maybe months or years later. But bad habits have immediate rewards. You eat junk food, and it tastes good right now. You watch TV, and you feel entertained right now. You skip exercise, and you feel relaxed right now. The reward is instant. This is why bad habits are easy, and good habits are hard. Our brains love instant rewards. So James Clear says, you must make good habits feel rewarding right now. Give yourself an immediate reward. For example, every time you finish exercising, even just 10 minutes, do something you enjoy immediately after. Maybe take a nice shower. Maybe drink a delicious smoothie. Maybe check off the day on a calendar and feel proud. The reward makes you feel good right now. One of the best ways to make habits satisfying is to track them. Get a calendar or a notebook. Every day you do your habit, mark an X on that day. After a few days, you will see a chain of X marks. The chain itself becomes satisfying. You feel good when you see it. You don't want to break the chain. James Clear says, never miss twice. This is an important rule. Life happens. Sometimes you will miss a day. Maybe you're sick. Maybe you're traveling. Maybe you're just too tired. That's okay. Missing one day is not a problem. But never miss 2 days in a row. If you miss 2 days, the habit starts to die. If you miss 1 day, get back on track immediately the next day. The chain continues. The habit survives. Tracking also helps you see your progress. When you feel like you're not improving, look at your tracker. Oh, I've exercised 50 days in the past 2 months. That's progress. That's proof. This keeps you motivated. Now let me tell you about identity. This is one of the deepest ideas in the whole book. James Clear says that true behavior change is identity change. You might not change because you're trying to change your actions, but you should change your identity. Change who you believe you are. Let me explain. There are 3 levels of change. The first level is outcomes. Outcomes are results. I want to lose weight. I want to speak English fluently. These are outcomes. The second level is processes. Processes are systems and habits. I will exercise every day. I will study English every day. These are processes. The third level is identity. Identity is your beliefs about yourself. I am a healthy person. I am a learner. This is identity. Most people start with outcomes. I want to lose 10 kilograms. So, they start exercising. But when results don't come quickly, they quit. Why? Because deep inside, they still believe I'm a lazy person. I am someone who quits. The identity hasn't changed. James Clear says, start with identity. Decide who you want to become. Then let your habits prove it to yourself. Every action you take is a vote for the type of person you want to become. For example, don't say I want to run a marathon. That's an outcome. Instead say, I am a runner. When you believe I am a runner, what do runners do? Runners run. Even if it's just 10 minutes. Even if it's just around the block. You run because that's who you are. Every time you run, you prove to yourself, yes, I am a runner. The identity becomes stronger. Don't say, I want to learn English. Instead say, I am a learner. I am someone who studies every day. What do learners do? They study. They practice. They don't give up. When you miss a day, you don't think I failed. You think, that's not like me. I am a learner. I need to get back on track. The identity pulls you forward. Every habit you do is like a vote. If you exercise today, you vote for I am a healthy person. If you study today, you vote for I am a learner. If you write today, you vote for I am a writer. The more votes you cast, the stronger the identity becomes. Eventually, you don't need motivation. You just act according to who you are. This is the highest level of habit change. When your habits match your identity, they become effortless. You don't force yourself. You just be yourself. Let me give you one more important idea from the book. James Clear talks about the plateau of latent potential. I mentioned this earlier, but let me explain it more. When you start a new habit, you put in effort, but you don't see results. You keep putting in effort. Still no results. You feel frustrated. You feel like giving up. This is the plateau, the flat period where nothing seems to change. But underneath the surface, invisible changes are happening. You are building strength. You are building knowledge. You are building systems. You just can't see it yet. Then one day, suddenly, everything clicks. Results appear. Success comes. But it didn't happen suddenly. It was building all along. You just had to keep going through the plateau. Think of bamboo. When you plant bamboo, you water it every day. For the first year, nothing happens. No growth above the ground. Second year, still nothing. Third year, nothing. Fourth year, nothing. But in the fifth year, the bamboo suddenly grows 90 feet in just 6 weeks. Did it grow in 6 weeks? It was growing for 5 years. Underground. Building roots. Building a foundation. Then, when the time was right, it exploded up. Your habits are like bamboo. Keep watering them. Keep showing up. Even when you see no results. Trust that growth is happening underneath. One day, you will break through. So, my friend, let me summarize everything for you. Atomic Habits teaches us that small changes lead to remarkable results. You don't need to make massive changes. You just need to get 1% better every day. Habits compound. Small improvements multiply. Be patient. Your habits shape your identity. Every action is a vote for who you want to become. Focus on building the right habits, and the right results will follow. Use the 4 laws. Make it obvious. Put cues everywhere. Use habit stacking. Make it attractive. Bundle temptation. Join communities. Make it easy. Use the 2-minute rule. Reduce friction. Make it satisfying. Track your habits. Never miss twice. Start today. Don't wait for motivation. Motivation comes and goes. Habits stay. Pick one small habit. Just one. Make it so easy you cannot say no. Do it every day. Track it. Celebrate it. Let it grow. Maybe you will study English for 5 minutes every morning. Maybe you will drink 1 glass of water when you wake up. Maybe you will write 3 sentences in a journal before bed. Start small. Stay consistent. Watch your life transform. I want to thank you for staying with me through this whole episode. You just learned one of the most powerful books ever written about personal change. And you did it in simple English. You are amazing. Remember, you are not trying to achieve goals. You are trying to become someone who has good habits, someone who shows up every day, someone who never gives up. I am Mark, and this is English Unleashed for All. I believe in you. I know you can do this. Start today. Start now. Your future self will thank you. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep building those atomic habits. Goodbye, my friend.